What have you learnt from the technologies from the process of constructing this product? Through the development of our media product, we gain the ability to use many different technologies. For example, I have successfully learned how to use and run a website as well as a blog. The use of a blog has allowed me to understand the different points of filmmaking, and it has helped to keep a consistent record of the whole process and the different choices we had to make. Also, the blog helped me understand that it is an easy way to keep a permanent copy of my work and that it is accessible from anywhere. It allows you to access your blog using a phone, computer, tablet or a laptop, which makes it significantly easier to update new information at any time. The weekly blog has helped to identify any problems for the time issues so that it could be organized and planned ahead. During the production of the media product, I have learnt a lot about the technology when creating the actual film itself. I have learnt how to use a Canon camera where I was able to focus in and out of the footage, zoom and anti-zoom accurately whilst filming. I have also learned that in order to film, a tripod is needed to secure the camera and prevent it from movement or shaking from the wind, etc. We used a recorder in order to record accurate sound or foley to use in our final film. This was because the wind or movement often corrupts the sound on the camera. I understand that in order to sync the sound to the footage, the recorder has to hear a sound made on the screen before the filming starts. For example, a clap. Once I downloaded all the footage to the Mac computer I was using to edit, I learned that everything had to be backed up in case of any issues that could come up in the future. Also, I had to manage different folders which helped to organize the different footage we had for each scene. I have also learnt how to download a soundtrack from YouTube after clarifying it is not copyrighted. Many different soundtracks could be found on YouTube. However, there's always problems such as copyright or issues in the sound. So we had to specifically identify the soundtracks that weren't copyrighted so that we could successfully use them in our product. Through editing, I was able to put together the footage with my group as we each contributed to cutting and removing unimportant content from the films. Also, I learned a lot more about the effects that could be used on the videos, sound and text. For example, I used transitions which allowed me to dissolve and smoothly combine the different cuts. Although this was a hard thing, we were able to successfully and effectively create a smooth film opening relevant to our success criteria. We created our titles on a software specific to titles, however we were unsuccessful at fitting it into our footage. So we decided to use the same software, which is Premiere, as the editing to make the titles blend in easily. This allowed us to rearrange the titles whenever we felt that they were not suitable for the videos. We could change the position of the titles on the screen or change the color, text, form, everything, which made it a lot more easier than the previous software we used. We have also understood that in order to create a successful film opening, we needed to add a soundtrack suitable and relevant to the content of the footage, as well as Foley sounds which were important to make it look more realistic, and syncing was really important as it was necessary.